It is my proud privilege to be here today in order to edit this conference, and what a wonderful morning this is to have a wonderful program which is so important in the context of today. The COVID situation has completely changed the world. The ideas and thoughts pre-COVID and post-COVID have changed substantially. We have started learning how to work from home, study from home, have communications with all the people in order to get the objectives of reaching out to every section of society. This has become extremely difficult. Health has suddenly become very important. Well-being. People have to be taken care of. The idea of the digital age has again transformed the entire economy, the entire methodology of reaching each and every person in this country. One of the most important thoughts that have come to me is the fact that digital is going to be the new oil. The words have changed because oil's importance came down as travel, communication, and other things became less important. But digital communication has risen beyond imagination. We would not have been able to communicate today, but for the fact of the changes which have taken place in digital communication. All this transformation has led to a new age of thought and process. I personally believe that technology has really made a difference to our country. And the first and foremost thought in my mind is education. Education has been handicapped right from the school, colleges, and skill development areas. We have not been able to reach the marginalized sections of our community because we have not had even adequate physical schools. Today, to suddenly transform them into a platform through the digital media is being most challenging. Yes, in many of the urban areas, these challenges have been met. I belong and run 14 colleges and 6 schools in Mumbai. We have been very fortunate that almost 90% of our students were able to get online platform within the first 30 days of the first onset of COVID pandemic. This gives us an understanding that we will not be able to face similar situation in the future when such a cause arises. The government, the Prime Minister, also has shown the second movement which has exceeded to all of us, which is to take great decisions quickly. This has become extremely important, and because of that, we were able to tackle the first wave very quickly because of the total lockdown of the country. The consequences, of course, have been very bad because this affected the poorest of poor segments of society, and also the fact that it was not possible to reach food, not possible to give jobs to a lot. Huge amount of unemployment took place under the circumstances, and we were not able to meet all the needs of the people. However, two things definitely happened. One, that due to technology, we were able to distribute several things to the marginalized sector of the country. One, we were able to see to it that food, which was in surplus, was able to reach the poorest of poor in all segments of society. And this became possible again through the digital media. We were also being able to distribute through direct money transfers, money to the marginalized sectors, though the amount was limited and not sufficient enough to take a difference. Today, let us understand how various great qualities of our visionary leaders have taken up and made a difference during this pandemic period, but it would be applicable to any other period. One was the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, dictating clearly that he would be able to take care to see that the health should be the foremost criteria to reach one and all. In spite of all the situations, India has now taken up the vaccination drive with a gusto, even though there were some delays in obtaining this vaccine at the first instance. We have now been able to do it, and we should be, by the end of December, be able to meet the target by the end of 2021. We have also seen to it that the leadership which we have seen in the country has been extremely inspirational. The Prime Minister again has been able to see to it that every sector of the society participates in taking care of health and all the other aspects of thinking. The other important part of the forward thinking in our society has been the idea to link up strategic and critical thinking. Strategic because under the changing circumstances of today, we do need to have critical thinking to think out of the box. Lots of issues have changed, and we have not been able to reach vaccination only through some of the segments. The center-state relationships, the public and private thinking in terms of how vaccination could be done have changed from time to time. However, we have seen to it that changes are rapidly made, and today we are able to see larger number of people getting vaccinated in terms of the tactics. What is it that really indicates? The long-term vision that we have for our country is on the economic side, and this becomes extremely important to the business world. The $5 trillion economy that the Prime Minister is targeted would mean a target of a 10+ GDP growth per year. We have now been able to turn around the economy in order to achieve at least 9.5 as per the IMC estimates and also the estimates of the Reserve Bank of India. These thoughts are very clear in terms of how the movement forward should take place. You and I are equally responsible to see that this target should be made. Fortunately for us, many sectors of the society have actually been able to move ahead of the curve. Infrastructure development in respect of roads and highways have now reached a target of more than 35 kilometers per day. This was unbelievable in spite of the COVID situation that Mr. Gadkari in his leadership has been able to attain. The steel, cement and other sectors have gone much faster. E-commerce has been able to see to it that large amount of goods that we wanted to reach have been able to reach various areas of commerce, and they have taken it. Certain sectors have certainly taken a backseat. Sectors like hospitality, travel, tourism, aviation, and also the small and medium enterprises have been very badly hit. Do we all need to see that such situations require us to drive the entire economy in a different way, but to be able to still meet the targets which are set up for the country? Yes, it is a very, very difficult period of time that we do. But are we now able to think out of the box? Are we able to convert this setback into an opportunity, a critical time at that? The answer is we should be able to do it if each and every one of us in the country are able to work out a strategic thinking out of the box to meet such emergent situations. The COVID has hit us once in a lifetime, once in 100 years. Nobody could have really anticipated such a situation. However, can be used to leapfrog in various segments of society. Education, most important, because our children are affected, the future generations are affected, and how we do it. The National Education Policy, which came in June of 2020, has indicated that we are able to now think out of the box. We are able to think ahead. The last education policy was 35 years ago. And today we are able to leapfrog into the situation to make the changes that are necessary. Changes that become imperative in order to fill the gap between what was taught in the schools and colleges and what is needed in terms of a skill gap for business, commerce, industry, and other occupations. And why do I mention this becoming very critical? On one side, we have unemployment, loss of jobs. And this is very clear that in this COVID time, the situation has become compounded and more people have become unemployed. However, on the other hand, we do not get enough people to fill the jobs of skill development. I'm talking about my own industry, the construction industry. We are not able to get skilled jobs even for masons, carpenters, fitters, plumbers, painters. All these people are just not available in adequate numbers in our industry. What does it indicate to us? That the job requirement of the market and the education system is not good enough to do so. On the other hand, newer and newer institutions are being created. However, today the online platform has become extremely important to carry out education in a different manner. Different because we want to fill the gap between what was being taught in schools and colleges to what is the need of industry. This difference is starting to happen now because of the pandemic and because of people seeing the opportunity and also the national education policy. So we can fill up this gap by seeing to it that the inputs of industry are put into schools and colleges. Inputs of industry are taken and put into skill development centers. Inputs are given wherein students will be able to get additional skills during their courses and inputs that can come in which will make it multidisciplinary and also additional skills. People who may be doing certain subjects will now be able to take subjects from other disciplines in order to complement their qualities requirement for industry. So what do we really see? Strategic thinking for the future in terms of opportunities that this country is giving because of the pandemic times. Our demographic dividend has definitely is an asset or a liability depending on how you look at it. Asset because that's where the demand comes from and the people, workmen available for doing it, but liability if we are not able to skill them and give them employment. A marriage of both these things will be extremely important for our country and for our future. I think the opportunity that I see here today is a huge one, which will take the country forward in the next decade, and people will look positively to a post-COVID period. Two countries which were completely devastated in World War II, Germany and Japan. They were devastated by the forages of war. Immediately after that, the people in these two countries took it upon themselves to take a positive view in terms of looking forward. We too need to look forward and see what opportunities are there. Within the next 10 to 15 years, Germany and Japan both became leaders in economic drivers in their countries, in creating innovative ideas of making changes, where in all subjects of their their industry, in their commerce, and in their outlook for the future. The quality of life became back to normal, and in fact, they went ahead of other countries of the world. India too can see this as an opportunity when we can see health, hygiene, education, commerce, industry can become drivers of our future. Infrastructure projects can also be created. Digital data centers and all these aspects can take it. E-commerce, e-education can take a further stance to make a difference to our country. The opportunities are all with us. How we take it is up to us to do so. I must congratulate the entire organizers for creating this wonderful program, and I wish the very, very best for this program.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.